Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. And I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And what I've done for you, this reading's for Aquarius for the month of September 2016. What I've done is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and I'm using the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. Then we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to kind of try to bring everything together for the month. I'm not an astrologer, so I looked this up for you, and the emphasis throughout the month is going to be in your 8th house, and that is private deals, the things you borrow or lend, your resources and savings, and jointly held money and property. I believe this is also like the house, secrecy house. It's like the house of endings and rejuvenation, things like that. And it looks like we're going to have an interesting month here, Aquarius, and because I'm an empath, all of us are now Frankie. Everyone out there that's an Aquarius, I guess we'll name you Frankie. I have a speech pattern. I will speak as if I'm you during the reading. It's the way it works for me. And I believe I did say that I don't believe these cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month for you, because that's the way it normally works for me. I have a few words for us for the month that I was thinking about, and the words are willingness and honesty and peace. They keep saying peace real loud to me, and you'll see why when we get into this reading. Also, I keep thinking we better put a big smile on our faces and keep that sense of humor, like at all costs. It's probably going to be way easier on us physically and mentally, Aquarius, or should I say emotionally, based on the cards I'm seeing here. When we first start out, it's looking like reasonably good is what I'm hearing. It's well, here you go. We have the Page of Wands, and it's in the upright position for our overall view of the month. And I believe this page is a good message about whatever situation we're in. Our situation, our relationships. Usually this page, the Page of Wands, relates to work, our work thing in some manner or form, but because this is a general reading, it could relate to any given situation. But it actually is a good message. With these other cards, I was kind of wondering there for a minute, and if this reading doesn't resonate with you, I would look at your moon sign and your rising sign to bring it all together. You'll get more pieces of the puzzle. So the word they're saying is willingness. This is a good message, this Page of Wands, around whatever given situation that we're going throughout the month. And they're saying it's time to step up the game, because this feels very physical and emotional to me when I'm inside the space of this. Now, this card feels like it's kind of stuck in the deck, but trust me, Aquarius, when I shuffled them well. I even threw them all over the floor when I was shuffling for one of the signs. But our first card is the Ten of Wands, and when I see this card, I always feel like, oh my God, lay down those sticks, buddy. It's like too many sticks, too heavy of a load, too many burdens are on my plate. And a lot of times when we see this Ten of Wands, right, actually, and they did say honesty, right, actually sometimes some of the heavy load that I'm carrying, I am carrying for others. So what I want to do, right, because I have a good message here, and if it's a person with this Page of Wands, it usually is a younger person. But this is a general reading, wherever this good message is coming to me from, and it also can be a fire sign, because it is a Wands card, so that would be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries sign the good message is coming from. Now we got the Ten of Wands right off the bat here, and that sometimes relates to the fact that I'm carrying the largest portion of the load. So perhaps with this good message coming at me, perhaps I'm going to get to lay down part of the load, because maybe part of this load belongs to other people, you know, that couldn't handle it or take the burden on at this time. Sometimes we're just helping others make it through an adjustment. I don't feel that strong about saying it that way, but it's like helping others make it through the adjustment. And when we take on this Ten of Wands, usually we're perfectly capable of handling that burden. So we can do it, but it's a matter of how long, or should we continue to do it, or are we doing it and this is someone else's job? A lot of times I see that, or in this situation, this other person is just not pulling their weight or taking on their own portion of the load. We'll see this a lot of times, you know, and this is all individual situations, because this is a general reading, but we can see this happen a lot of times when people just don't want to pick up their own dirty dishes. Let's put it that way. It can be something that simple that causes us this great deal of grief and aggravation. So if it's our kid and we're running around behind them because they're throwing the clothes all over the floor, or if it's our husband or wife and we're running around behind them picking up all the dirty dishes and washing the laundry and doing everything else for them, and it's 2 steps for them to put it in the sink, perhaps we want to shift the burden. That's part of theirs and it's wearing us out. This feels, you know, strongly maybe physical this month, or maybe we feel we have to do this, but honestly, when you see the Ten of Wands, if we are doing it for just cause, right? And we're doing it because this Page of Wands is bringing us a good message about our situation, and we're going to have to do this work, right? Because this is a good message. Maybe it's to do with our job or our work or whatever, and it's a great message, and if we take this on, it's going to move us further, faster, then that's a right thing to do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of look around me at the situations or the potentialities of, if I, you know, accept this really good message and I take on this load for a while, you know, is it of benefit to me? Because these are 8th house issues, and it's, what did they say, jointly held funds, property, money, you know, or people that I'm involved with financially, or private deal. Maybe I'm making a deal with someone that would help stabilize me physically in the material plane, or maybe even emotionally if I require the help, because it says private deals. Here is the issue. I believe we have actually 3 cards that have to do with the issue. The next card that's coming up is a Tower card. And no, Aquarius, don't panic. Nobody poop your pants right now. When the Tower card comes up, normally it is something being taken down in order to put a structure in place that is much better for me. In this case, though, and that's how I feel about the Tower in any given situation, if Spirit blows it up, in my face, right? They did it for a reason. Obviously, it may not look like that at that particular time, but there's something I need to alter or change around these given situations. Maybe it's work, maybe it's carrying the load. We got a good message here, so we know that's coming to fruition, and we want to be honest with ourselves because the Tower's in reverse. And when we pull the Tower card in reverse, this means that we know internally that something's got to give or change. So let's say it's a health issue or a job issue and it's too overstressing. We know that we are being prepared spiritually or internally because this Tower is coming. So it's not as if we don't know this is coming, because we feel it. This card in reverse means that we don't want to look at it. We don't want to engage it. However, this is coming down in our individual life. So, maybe I'm trying to think here of situations. Maybe we want to go inside and recheck philosophy or belief. Sometimes this can mean something like a belief system is being challenged, like my position in my workplace or my position in the family structure, which would be identity. I would think of it like, oh my God, I'm having an identity crisis. What the hell is this going on for right at this time of my life? Or maybe it's something like all the kids left the nest, and here I am, I'm faced with empty nest syndrome. Either way, we know there is something coming and we really don't want to change it, but we know what it is. So that's that honesty piece. Keep the sense of humor around it, because if it's going to affect our job or if it's going to affect our physical health, right, obviously at a deep level we're going to change it, reconstruct it without the upheaval. Because when the Tower card's in reverse, right, the situation continues on and on and on, unabated, so to speak, until I decide to look at it. And it can be something that simple. We have this good news with the Page of Wands. We have the heavy burden to carry. Perhaps we can distribute that load somewhere else. And there's things going on in our lives that we only know are being challenged at some deep level. So there's perhaps something we believed to be true about ourselves, or something that's changing in our own self spiritually that we know may disrupt the status quo. If it's our identity crisis and we've decided, well, that's enough of this, and moving forward, I'm going to do it hopefully peacefully without this destruction, because we can do that. We can do it. We can make the choice. We can make the change anytime that we choose. And we can do it by keeping our sense of humor, and just making the changes. Sometimes people don't like when others change and they come out fighting. Our next card here is the Knight of Swords, okay? And to me, when I see another sign, I believe got this Knight of Swords too, I promise you, under God, Aquarius, I am really shuffling these cards. The Knight of Swords is the aggressive knight. When I touch this card or feel it, this dude knows his stuff, he's charging forward, and he's going to win that war at all costs. And that usually is the end of the story. But I'm looking at this with the Tower, right? And with this Ten of Wands card. And I don't believe we have to be aggressive about the changes and the alterations we're going to make. So let's not arouse this, or resentment to come into our sphere or our space. Because remember, we got this sword here, and anything that's in front of us that we're using to clear the path, right? Because we don't want this upheaval, we don't want this big disruption from the Tower card. We can use that sword to just like kind of move it on to the side, right, Aquarius? Because we're Aquarius and we're an air sign, and this can be us. Swords are air sign. Mental activity, my perception, what's going on in my mind that makes me want to just come out the gate and say exactly what I'm thinking. But remember, Spirit's saying simple. So this is all about us. All about us for this month. What do we need to do assertively to take stock of our job situation, our financial situation, our health situation? Sometimes when we have swords cards, there is a health issue that's coming that we might, or we know we're going to have to address, or might have to address. Are we doing the preparation to do it? Because it's good. I mean, the whole overall view of the month is good. So if there's something I don't want anyone else to know, I'm preparing myself for it. This is not about past issues, even if I'm having this identity crisis of where I stand within the family or my job or this or that, because I have a good future and I am feeling very strongly, because of that peace thing, good future and willingness, because the next card is the Five of Cups. And it's in the upright position. And when we look at this card, I think of someone who just is refusing, absolutely refusing. That would be what would bring us this Tower card. And if it's in the upright, it's going to cause us the chaos, or if we don't handle this. This person is looking at the 3 spilled cups, which to me are past issues, done, gone, over with. I have 2 full cups. 2 full cups if I just turn around. 2 full cups that brings me that good message from the Page of Wands guy here that allows me to make the changes internally that I'm not making with this Tower card in reverse, to really get serious with this Knight of Swords card, get really serious of where I stand. I don't have to force a belief on someone else. I have to know it's my right position, and it is my right to change a belief anytime I want. Me, Frankie, I always think there's only one thing I know, and that's there is a source, an energy outside of me. A belief system, if it's not suitable, I can sweep it off in the corner, maybe pick it up because it would help somebody else down the line. I don't have to live it. I can change it. Beliefs are changeable. What I believe about myself is changeable in any given moment. I'm going to look at those 2 cups. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to pull off that black dress there. She's looking really sad. I don't know if it's a he or a she there. You never can tell. But it's a general reading anyhow, male or female. I'm going to pull off this black robe, turn around, put on my fancy party dress, and think about what's in those cups. What is in those cups that I'm not looking at? So I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm going to keep my sense of humor. I'm going to be willing to make these changes. Because with this Tower card here, they're telling me that I know what needs to change. I know it. So go inside and look at it. The worst thing we could do is to resist that which has to improve or change. Right now, if we do it ourselves and we do it willingly and honestly and peacefully, how much easier is it going to be? Because this dude has good news, right? If I'm picking up these burdens because it's good for me, I'm doing it. If I'm changing these things with this upside down reverse tower here and it's beneficial for me, I'm going to do it. You know, if it means, okay, I have to cut back a little bit, you know, because this is jointly held money, property, stuff like that, you know, maybe I got to make a deal on the side with someone that will help me to make these moves forward, each of us as individuals. But when I see a cup, always, when I see a cup and it's upright, I always think, what do I want to fill it with? And the Five of Cups to me are, I have two completely full cups behind me. No mourning, take off, drop that black robe, come forward and do what I have to do, not aggressively like our Knight of Swords here. Nope, we're going to do it easily, peacefully, with full recognition of this is what is important to me. The changes are important to me. Even if laying part of that burden down means that I pull back some of my physical, emotional vitality into myself to help me make it through these choices and decisions. And I'm telling you, Aquarius, if it gets a little hairy, keep your sense of humor, you know, keep your sense of humor. They keep saying that to me. I think you're going to go internally no matter what, Aquarius. Your little angel card here for September is notice the signs. So I got a feeling they are showing us something either spiritually or physically, because I keep getting with this tower in reverse, you know, it's an internal thing. So I feel something, you know, if it's health, if it's job related, if it's emotionally related, or if it's a identity crisis. Notice the signs. When Spirit's giving you signs, it's heads up, Aquarius. It says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and that you are never alone. You're not alone. If you do this yourself, if we make the choice ourselves, let me put it like that, if we make the choice ourselves, we aren't going to have to deal with the rest of it. You know, maybe somebody will be angry at us, but oh well, I'm sure we've all dealt with worse in our lives. And it says, the angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs may include feathers, coins, butterflies, birds, other repetitive visions that make you think of angels who have deliberately sent you these signs to let you know they're nearby, protecting you, loving you, and guiding you. And always, the additional meanings, when you see things like this, that is Spirit coming to you to give you a sign. Sometimes they show us signs internally, like a physical thing. Oh, this hurts, or ache or pain, or oh, this is coming at me. I'm not sure how I feel about it. What they're telling us for this month is, you know, sort out how you feel about it. Aquarius, let's know how we feel about it, make the changes before they're forced on us. It says, your departed loved ones in heaven are saying, hello, I love you. Notice and believe in the repetitive signs you receive as validation you're on the right path. Have faith, follow the signs that are guiding you to your heart's desire. And they're saying, keep that sense of humor. Even if it looks bad, even if it looks a little disruptive, remember we still can take off that black cloak, we can turn around, we can lay down part of that burden, we can make the change before it disrupts our life, and we don't have to be aggressive about it. We can be assertive about it because it's our right. It's our right. And that's basically what they're saying for us for the month of September. Well, thank you, Aquarius, for being here with me and all the time you spent with me today. And I appreciate all your likes and shares and subscribes and your comments. I really love your comments. And if you want to know more about me, all the information's down below on the website. Or if you'd like to schedule an appointment with me, all of the information is at the website. And for all of you that have made appointments, I've just had a really good time. Every one of you have been wonderful. And I hopefully will see you next month in October. So bye-bye, Aquarius.